Hello, my lovely Geminis out there. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 26th going to the 3rd of March. So we're going to dive in together and see what's going on for you guys. All right, let's see for my lovely Geminis. For Geminis, please, Spirit. Let's get one more. That is, look at how that came up. That's so funny. All right, for Geminis. All right, we will talk about it in a second, but you have mending coming up first. You then have co-create. You then have time for a nap. Let's get some other oracles and then we will talk about this before we go into your tarot. Geminis, you have a 6th chakra. So this is your third eye, Archangel Metatron. And you also have the thinking woman. All right, that could be you, that could be someone that you're dealing with. Let's give you an overview of the oracles first, and then we'll dive into the tarot to get some more details out. But this week, some themes for you is really kind of mending something with somebody. So if there's anyone where you've been on different pages, maybe that stemmed, or brought up some arguments. Maybe this is someone from the past. Maybe this is problems that have arisen. Maybe in a workplace, for example, the mending is really about fixing an issue, okay, and working together to do it together. It's a really good card for collaboration, especially with co-create. If that is a similar message and something that resonates with you, the mending and co-create can really kind of feel like you and someone else is kind of like patching up some issues together that you may have had together, and now you're able to kind of move forward and create something different together, if that makes any sense. Now, for others of you who are not dealing with a person, mending really just is, again, fixing an issue, and co-creation is a really good card here about working with the universe to bring something to life. Whenever there are eggs in this deck, I love to see it as something that is, going to be brought to life very soon, something that will hatch eventually. So this is something that you're working on behind the scenes or on a very spiritual level, Gemini. And the thing I love about these cards are always, they come to life to me, and that's how I read them. It's almost as if I've kind of just like walked in on your higher self and the universe kind of having a meeting. So this feels like you're talking directly to God, to the universe, and you're really trying to figure out what it is that you want moving forward. A really good time if you are dealing with people, relationships at this time, or even business partnerships, to really get clear on what it is that you want. Have very open, honest communication, because whatever it is that you are bringing to life is going to be very specific to you. I always see you as this cheetah, the animal. And it feels like you're going to be very ambitious from now moving forward, which is great. There is going to be an energy of, but you're just trying to figure out what it is that you want to bring to life. Okay, these little make sure you like and subscribe. But yeah, so this owl as well is really about having 360 vision, as they do, and being wise. So it's really about looking at things from that higher perspective and bringing something to life that really is unique to you, Gemini. You then have time for a nap, which is a good card. It does represent, maybe it's a good time to rest. Maybe it's a good time to focus on your sleep schedule, your beauty sleep. But this is also a card that comes through, Gemini, when you've actually, when you've reached a goal. And the reason why I say that is because there is like a part 1 to this card where the fox is like looking up at the moon, wondering how it's going to get there. So this is saying here that this week you are going to achieve something, and it's worth kind of relaxing for the minute before you get up and go again, because I am seeing that with the co-create card, you will get up and go again, which is great. So you're very ambitious at this time. You do have a lot of 4s coming through in your reading. So 444 could be significant to me. I mean, in astrology, that is about the home, it's about the mother, it's about your childhood, okay, but it's also about stability. That's how I see that number. So your third eye is opening, which is good when it comes down to co-creating with the universe, because again, it's very strongly representing the fact that you'll be able to see the signs from the universe when they're showing up for you, which is amazing. You're going to be seeing beyond just these 2 eyes. Maybe your intuition is getting stronger. Maybe, you're able maybe to see some spirits for some of you, if that's any kind of work that will benefit you or something that you want to do. You're kind of really seeing beyond this physical world, and you're being able to see a lot more the universe, basically, in their presence, the energy that surrounds us. And then you have thinking woman, which if this resonates as you, then you're definitely going to be, again, you are a Gemini, you are ruled by Mercury. So I feel like this is a message regardless of your gender, that your brain's going to be buzzing, which is great because again, a lot of this is focusing on fixing an issue and on to the next. But remember, we do have time for a nap, so make sure you are also resting. But your brain is going to be thinking a lot. A lot of ideas coming through about your future here. Maybe reading more books, wanting more information, researching things. It's a really good energy. Apologies, my dishwasher has just decided to make a noise. I wonder if I have to get up and fix it. If you can't see, I'm so tired. Like, I'm really struggling to keep my eyes open. Apologies for the noise in the background. It's now done. Let's see what's going on for you guys. Let's get some deeper details. Let's see. Almost left the whole deck here. For my Geminis, please, this week. You have the Knight of Wands. You have the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Wands. A lot of movement. So it wouldn't surprise me if there is some travel or some desires for travel, whether this is just an energetic thing. Your energy is moving. I'll show you. Sorry. Knight of Wands, known to be the optimist, so expect a lot of ambition and adventure and excitement coming through in your energy. This is kind of being represented as you are becoming this person this week where you just want to know more things. You just want to go out there and get more things and do more things and conquer new things, learn more. You're the Eight of Cups. All right, this could represent some maybe higher education for some. But Eight of Cups is representing the fact that maybe there is something that you did walk away from, something that might have been like emotionally challenging or something that was like not really up to your standards per se. The Eight of Cups is usually walking away from things that don't serve you, and it's a Cups card, so it really is about like emotionally not serving you. It's emotionally unfulfilling. And then you have this Eight of Wands, which is again forward movement in the right direction. So whatever you've left behind, it is for the best, for your best interest. I will clarify what you've left behind just so that I can understand what it is. But this is saying you're moving forward very quickly. All right, again, a lot of this can represent travel, or again, the desire to travel, or whether it's a short road trip, I don't know. But either way, your energy is moving in a really good direction, and one where it's going to be going very quickly, okay? Let's clarify the Eight of Cups. What is it that Gemini walked away from? Ooh. Well, you do the Page of Wands and the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is like cutting ties with something. It is Eight of Cups, Page of Wands, Five of Swords. If if this is a person and it's something that you resonate with, or, job situation, for example, because, that does mean a person, like a boss or whatever. Page of Wands with the Five of Swords, maybe there is like a fake person that you walked away from, to be honest with you, because it just wasn't fulfilling. You could get communication from somebody because you do have mending and an Eight of Wands. But in this case, I think you're kind of realizing that you're better off without that. So maybe you'll address it, but then you'll still move forward, because Page of Wands, when it's paired with a difficult card, it could be like a bit of gossip. It could be a little bit of, people giving you backhanded compliments, or fakeness is the kind of word coming to mind, Gemini, because it's like someone who, it could be a fire sign, Gemini, sorry. It could be a fire sign, so that's Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It's a little bit of like immature comments is what you're walking away from, or like immaturities maybe within yourself also. Maybe it's a certain way of you doing things that's starting to change. You're letting go of something. Five of Swords, though, if it is people outside of yourself, then it definitely can represent someone that you may have argued with or had a disagreement with. But you're walking away from it. I think you're addressing the fact that, okay, like this is not going to go anywhere. It's not fulfilling enough for me anyways. Like, I'm not going to address it. Sorry, my hair is really annoying me. Okay. Let's carry on, my lovelies. Let's see this Knight of Wands. Two of Cups and a Two of Wands. That's beautiful. If you're single, then this is definitely you. I think with travel, with this ambitious energy that you guys are like adopting into your life, this energy that you're becoming, Whether you're intending to or not, you are going to be meeting somebody new, maybe through travel, maybe through some sort of education, or whatever it is that you're doing out of ambition and desire to do more and expand your knowledge, whatever. The Two of Wands is like, yeah, looking to expand and looking into your horizons. It definitely is a love connection coming up for you if you're single. If you are in a relationship already, then this is really representing the fact that this is not just your energy. It's likely like a partnership between you and somebody else that is looking to expand. You are thinking more about the future and this connection. All right, these are really good conversations with somebody. Again, even if it's not romance, could be a friend, could be a partnership. Again, like it's a really good conversation that will really expand something for you, which is good. And lastly, let's look at the Eight of Wands for you, Gemini. The Eight of Pentacles. This is really good for your money. I have to say that, because this is saying that now things are moving forward, now that there is a clear direction, now that things are like energetically on the go, it's in the flow. The Eight of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles is saying that there is a lot of progress coming up for you guys, which is really exciting. I feel like there is something exciting coming up for you, whether it's a project that you're able to really kind of see more progress in, or whether it is your money, and it's clearly a goal. It's clearly something that is, you know, when you feel excited that you're actually doing something on, and it's on, you're in budget, or you're on the right path, or it's like the deadline, you're reaching deadlines. It's almost like that excitement that things are really flowing positively. You're going to be feeling that this week, which is really nice. And again, in terms of work, your skills in something, you're moving in the right path, so you don't need to worry about that. Again, if this is work related, you definitely may have moved away from a job that was just not really cutting it for you. And I feel like that's good for you. That was a good move. Right, what could the potential blockages be for Geminis this week? Well, that's interesting, because, I mean, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, there are two ways of reading this. Of course, your blockage. I mean, these are really good cards, by the way. Nine of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. You have lots of, like, repeating numbers here. Two of Cups came with the Two of Wands. Eight of Wands came with the Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles comes with the Nine of Wands. So you have a lot of repeating numbers. And again, if you are seeing that and it resonates, then that is your third eye. The universe is speaking to you. What that really means sometimes is, when you're going through a big major awakening or something really drastic, or you're in connection with the universe, they're going to really show you. So if you are seeing a lot of those synchronicities, it's a major sign for you. So because this is a blockage, I'm going to read it as if it's to do with you, but it might also be somebody in your surroundings. Just pay attention to this. In terms of you, I mean, it could be your resources, but it's not really posing itself as a major issue, because Queen of Pentacles is very resourceful anyways. And the Nine of Pentacles is about having a lot of resources, whether it's finances, whether it is, investments, whether it's just, your stability in general. This is clearly showing up as, if it's you, that you're someone who really does enjoy their own space, or it's something that you will enjoy doing this week, okay? And again, focusing on your long-term investments, whether that is just filling up your own cup emotionally, spiritually, financially, your focus is really on yourself. Nine of Wands is kind of this defensiveness. At times, it's a wounded warrior. If this resonates with you, again, we'll talk about you for now, then it does clearly mean that you have been through some crap. All right, and maybe you are not so trusting, or maybe you do have your guard up towards specific people because you're trying to focus on yourself, and maybe this is you just placing boundaries, and that's just your challenge. Not a bad thing. I think this is you focusing on something that's so important to you. Now, if this is someone around you, I mean, maybe there is somebody who is a bit, is placing boundaries with you. In this case, whatever that is, I will say that this is just for the benefit of themselves. I mean, I'm not seeing these being bad things, to be honest. It's clearly someone who's felt like they've been taken from or taken advantage of, which I think we've had a theme recently, Gemini, where you felt like you've not been prioritizing yourself enough. So clearly, if this is you, then you're actually doing something that is a healthy boundary, so it's not a bad thing. I just think it's just something here. Right, now let's go through the individual oracles. Let's see what this mending card is about. The Death card. Now that's so interesting because, always two ways of going about it, because everyone is different and it is just a general reading. But with the mending, of course, it is about patching things up. The death card could be, again, just making sure that something really does close out, that does feel like a final conversation between you and someone. If you don't want them in your life anymore, then that's okay. Like this death card is saying that this is now, coming to an end. A new beginning will arise from this. Same message, but in a different situation. If you are, in a partnership that, is going through some difficulty, this mending is very beneficial to the relationship, because as much as the death card is here, still some chapters come to an end, and it's about moving forward. All right, now that wiping a slate clean, basically patching up, having that difficult conversation, talking about it, mending it together. You're actually fixing it, not just talking, you're actually fixing something, apologies or whatever, change behavior. The death card is a really good sign that past in the past. Now things are moving forward. It's definitely different. It's transformed. All right, and co-create. The wild card, amazing stuff for you guys. It did come out with another card. It's Temperance, so that's beautiful. All right, so definitely a new cycle coming up for you guys with the wild card. It represents new beginnings, old cycles closing out, which we do have a very key theme for you. Something's coming to an end and a new cycle is beginning. The Temperance card is just a reminder to make sure that we are, having patience whilst this thing is coming to life. This is a card of harmony. It's a card of peace. At times it could be reconciliation, so if that message applies to you, then that is just what it is. But it's just really about taking that time off to rebalance yourself, to get clear on what it is you desire, because a new beginning is absolutely happening for you. Gemini is amazing, so get clear, balance with the universe, speak to the universe, sort it out with them, write it down if you need to, of everything that you're wanting in this next chapter, in the next 3, 6 months, 1 year, whatever it is. Set some clear goals, because I do see that you're reaching deadlines. As I said earlier, you are going to be making a ton of progress because of the efforts that you're putting in, because you feel like it's the right thing to push towards. So if you are uncertain, get clear and be patient with yourself. This is not something that just happens, but it is something that happens when you do take some time out. Get clear, balance yourself to then move forward. All right, let's look at this time for a nap card. The King of Cups, that's interesting. This is speaking about emotional intelligence. So for that to come with time for a nap, I think that is kind of a level of maturity, of knowing when to stop, slow down. It's a King of Cups, and when cups come in, it represents kind of being in touch and in tune with your emotions, knowing when to slow down, knowing when to take a break, knowing when to, value and look after your health. I think that's a major sign. You also have the Fool card coming out, which is telling me there is, again, that new beginning, that new journey that you guys are going on. In this new journey, with the King of Cups, again, is a lot more emotional maturity coming from you, meaning, again, you're able to listen to your emotions, but at the same time know when to discern when certain emotions come in that might not be very helpful for you. My ear is ringing as I'm saying that. And also knowing, when to give in to this childlike nature, to go out there and take a leap of faith, but also knowing when to slow down. It's balancing this very two sides of you, Gemini, where you're the parental figure of your younger self as well, your inner child and your mature self now. It's interesting. Make sure you are doing creative things with that, and I think that's part of that, taking a nap, taking a break almost. So yeah, I do like that energy. And I do see that, again, there is a new chapter at hand, which is good. All right, this third eye, Ace of Cups. Now, this is interesting when water, comes up in terms of spiritual stuff, because I do feel like it's the water energy that is more connected. Whoever knows why. But the Ace of Cups is unconditional love, and I do see that you are starting to see that around you from the universe. Again, I do feel like this is clear signs and indications that the universe is around you, giving you a big warm hug is what it feels like. Ace of Cups with a third eye is just maybe for some of you, if you're not in a relationship yet, maybe you can feel it coming. Maybe the Ace of Cups is representing your new emotional beginning. This love that you're giving to yourself is helping you to unlock this third eye of yours, these signs from the universe. You're able to see it more, which is amazing. I feel like that's a very big connected energy. All right, the thinking woman, Queen of Swords, Six of Cups, Three of Cups. Oh, more about this energy. Seven of Cups. Here it is a bit confusing, to be honest. You're the Devil energy. Sorry, my hair is really bugging me. If I'm like touching it, I do apologize if that bothers you. So with the Thinking Woman, you have the Queen of Swords. Now, initially I thought this was you, and maybe it is, because for some of you, I mean, your challenge is setting a boundary, because you could have somebody who is trying to come your way. This does not feel like that mending, but for some of you, you might resonate with somebody like that. This feels like someone who you know is really toxic. The Moon and the Devil, the Tower underneath the deck. This is someone from the past who you had a very difficult situation with. This feels like, I mean, I was hearing drug abuse, but again, like, apologies if that doesn't resonate and triggered anybody. But it feels like someone who has really bad habits. This is someone who has a very corrupt mind, someone who has a lot of hidden, things like hidden. This person's a bit problematic, I'm not going to lie. And you can't be the person to save people, Gemini. And that's really important to remember, because sometimes, like, I think that you're in a very beautiful energy, and this Devil energy in the Moon is very corruptive. It's the kind of people that, tempt you into doing things that are not good for you, because they're in a bad, they're in a self-sabotaging ways. And they want they don't, maybe not consciously want you to do it, but maybe it does make them feel better about themselves that someone else is doing it with them. Whoever knows what their psychology is, but it's just this energy of someone who's caught in a really bad cycle, who might be trying to come back in, to drag you in with it too. I don't know, to be in touch with you. Six of Cups, it is someone from your past. It could be from your childhood. This could be family. It could be, old friends, old lovers. Queen of Swords could be another air sign, another Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have loads of signs: Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Capricorn. Whoever this person is, you'll know because of the energy I just described. Three of Cups and a Seven of Cups. Maybe this is someone who just has, Okay, there's a few messages coming in. All right. This could be someone who, likes to party or drink a lot. This is someone, who does kind of bring in a lot of confusion. I think, yeah, sure, maybe there is some positive traits about this person, but of course, like, at the root of the issue, they are a bit troublesome, and they're not a good influence, and that's the main thing here. Maybe they are a bit of a liar too, because Seven of Cups is almost like you don't know if you can trust what they're saying anyway. The Seven of Cups and the Moon is very similar. It's like confusion, it's illusion, so be careful of anyone who has deceived you in the past coming back in. Three of Cups can be a card of reconciliation, and again, an attempt of it. But for a lot of you, it could be this Thinking Woman, by the way, if some of you resonate with that being another person, but this Thinking Woman could be you really thinking about whether or not you should, or how you should approach the situation. Because for some of you, you're wanting to keep your social circle small. I think that's what it is. And there could be somebody coming through here who's wanting to be a part of it, but Queen of Swords is setting that boundary and being very clear and direct. This person is not someone who, I almost sensing that this person kind of doesn't really take no for an answer straight away. They'll still kind of push their luck a little bit, so you have to be very clear with a person like this. Absolutely not. I'm not really interested. Like, don't be short and sweet about it. Like, I think that might keep them feeling like, oh, well, then Gemini said this, so maybe they'll will at another point. No, you have to be very clear and direct with this person about where you stand with that Queen of Swords. I think it's very important. Okay. And if it's not to do with another person, well, it definitely could just be about your own old habits, because we all have the ability to get tempted by that Devil energy at times, to stay stuck, to stay stagnant. This can be a very major awakening that has happened for you with that Thinking Woman, if that resonates as you, to do with your past, to do with maybe some limited beliefs that came from the past, okay? What you're trying to protect, same thing, is, these things that you are gaining at the moment. Three of Cups is about happiness and a celebration of something. So that's what you're trying to protect, is these emotions, okay? And to get rid of this illusion that might be trying to come in, all right? Okie dokie. Well, is there anything else I want to do for you guys? I think that is all. We're already 24 minutes in, so I hope this reading has helped you in some way, Gemini. Let me know. You are going through a major change, is what it looks like. You're going through a very big shift and a new cycle. I think you are more connected with the universe, absolutely, and make sure that you are doing things on a daily basis to make sure that you are connecting, whether it's meditation, whether it's just the action you're doing towards yourself and your self-love. It does all matter, all counts. But anyway, I'm gonna love you and leave you. I wish you guys all the best. Have an amazing week, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right.